Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to some more Lego building. This time, we are going to be building the Ideas typewriter. So that should be a lot of fun. Probably going to take 2 sessions, I think, because it is about 2,000 pieces. So let's go ahead and switch on over to the other camera. I'll go ahead and move this one out of the way and we can get started. How's everyone doing today? Happy Friday. Friday is always good. All right. And thank you very much for those gift subs, Cloud Warthog. I really do appreciate that. It really does mean a lot. And they are on sale right now. So it is a good time to gift some subs. All right. Let's get this open. Bad angle there. Gifting subs, I say. Yes, I do say. All right, let's go ahead and... Aw, Lunatastic also gifting out some subs. Aw, I really appreciate that too. Thank you. Gotta spread the dweenal. Indeed. Gotta spread the dweenal. And that is a bag that has gone on the floor. We'll get that in a second. Look at all this delicious sand green. So wonderful. Gotta spread the ham. Indeed. The ham as well. Ham. Ooh. Uh-oh. Alright, that is a single plate, which makes me think that one of these bags might be leaking. One of these bags might have sprung a leak. Be careful. Oh, alright, that's it. There we go. Alright, other bag off the floor. Oh no, a leak! Alright, I believe there are 11 numbered bags. So let's see if we can find the 11th. So thank you very much, everyone, for the gift subs. I really do appreciate it. Thanks, everyone, for coming on out. Don't forget that the current VODs are now going up on the All Dragon VODs channel on YouTube. Okay, there's 11. Okay, there might be more than one, because there's multiples of some of these. There's 6. There's 2. Here's 10. Yep, there's the leak. Of course, the leak would be in number 10. Okay. There we go. Let's see. 9. Is there a reporter in chat? All right, who added the editor of The Atlantic to the stream? Actually, that'd be okay. I'm not doing anything top secret, so you definitely can add reporters to the stream. That is perfectly fine to accidentally do. Right, these are going in here. 9, there's 8. There's 7 and 7. Let's see, 1. There's a 6, there's another 1. 2, 4, 6, 3, and 3, and 5, There's two sevens. Sixes, two sixes. Two fives. About to try PB&J Reese's Cups? Ooh. Ooh, I don't know. I love Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I don't know about putting jelly in them. That... I mean, better you doing the testing than me. Better you than me. That's all I will say on that. Alright, then we have, wow, alright. Sand green 32L axles here. There we go. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and pull out our instructions and take a look. Let's see. Creative writing and classic design. Indulge in your passions for the art of creative writing and classic designs as you build, then find that special place for your LEGO typewriter. Thomas Kirk Christensen, chairman of the LEGO Group and representative of the fourth generation of the owner family, saw the set as a fun opportunity to write a letter to the dedicated LEGO Ideas fans, you. The letter is printed in 43 different languages in the enclosed booklet. Find one you would like to display in your LEGO typewriter and carefully tear it from the booklet. I hope this classic typewriter will bring back fond memories or make you feel like a cool 1960s reporter, best-selling author. Thomas Kirk Christensen, and some, an old LEGO model in the back. An epitome of the modern revolution. The classic typewriter was an invaluable instrument for businesses all over the world, as it was for Ole Kirk Christensen, shown here, and his life's work in the LEGO Group. Iconic authors created some of the world's most beloved modern literature on theirs. Investigative reporters put their reputation at stake to unravel the truth, and friends and loved ones poured their hearts out over the keys. It is an icon of the modern revolution. Ooh, booklet tearing. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Invented in 1874, the first commercial typewriters took a decade to break into mainstream culture. For almost 100 years, they were found in most offices and homes, replacing handwritten records and setting new standards for correspondence. Some adult fans may remember taking touch typing lessons in school when a high words per minute count was considered a coveted skill on their resume. The smell of the oiled inner metal workings, the gratifying feeling of a perfect typo-free document, or getting your hands smudged with ink were when changing the ribbon. Younger fans have been raised with computers and electronic keyboards, typing as second nature. While functionality has developed significantly, the keyboard layout itself still remains largely unchanged. Well, I mean, the QWERTY keyboard, there's others, like Dvorak. From your laptop to phone and to tablet touch screens used on Earth and even by astronauts in space, the next time you use your QWERTY keyboard, think of the development it's gone through to this day. Who knows where it may go next? It'd be cool if you could put paper and carbon tape in it and write. That's probably going to be a little bit too tough for it. Howdy, Abcody, and anyone else that I may have missed coming in. There's Ole Kirk Christensen. Some typewriter images. Meet the man behind the keys. Steve Guinness from Chester, UK is a lifelong LEGO fan and schoolteacher of design and technology who has turned his passion for creativity and LEGO bricks into a dream job. I now teach part-time and also have my own business making bespoke LEGO models and running LEGO workshops for local schools, libraries, and museums. I've been interested in LEGO building since I was a young child. It's a fantastic system, and I'm passionate about showing other adults it's not just a kid's toy. It's something people of all ages can enjoy. A great type of challenge. Steve loves classic manual typewriters and wanted to see how far he could take a LEGO version of one. I bought a vintage typewriter for research and started playing with bricks and mechanisms. The first version took about 2 weeks to complete, and then I spent weeks revising and improving it in 7 different versions. The keyboard layout was a challenge. I tested a number of different techniques, and when I reduced the size of the typewriter, it all came together. I love the mechanical design and the hand crank with its realistic movement and signature clicking sound of a real typewriter. Thanks to everyone who helped make this model come to life. I hope it will bring nostalgia to adult fans like me and wonder and curiosity to younger fans who might never have seen a real typewriter. So he's got a few different versions that he built. Howdy, Seelan, how's it going? Did you know that blasting bang caps with your typewriter ruins the tape? Somehow I'm not surprised. The LEGO Ideas Newshounds. LEGO Ideas designers James May, Wes Talbot, and Martin Fink immediately donned their retro thinking caps when Steve's model landed on their desks. The opportunity to investigate and experiment with classic vintage technology and new LEGO building techniques was simply an irresistible combination. I loved how the original model looked so realistic. We wanted to build on it by developing a rotating platen, which now means real paper can actually feed through it. I hope fans will love the abundance of features and functions like this we packed into the model. James May, LEGO model designer. Steve's attention to detail is just remarkable. We included aesthetics into the model that any fan of typewriters would expect to see, like the lever to change the ink color and manufacturer's label. The escapement where the key arms connect with the metallic tiles, and how the textile ribbon fits behind it, is the main focal point for the model. Wes Talbot, LEGO Design Master. We had fun experimenting with different graphic designs for the keys and the manufacturer's name on the back. We went through a series of different styles, shapes, and forms before we landed on the 1950s inspired look and feel. And of course, with an iconic LEGO identity. Martin Fink, LEGO graphic designer. Okay, so bags 1 through 4 is going to be the keys themselves. 5, 6, 7, 8 is going to be the base of the back, and 9, 10, and 11 are going to be the top and the feeder. Okay, let's go ahead and make 9 copies of this next part. Oh goody. All right, 9 copies right off the bat. Imagine an Ald a couple decades older that typed up his own LEGO set reviews for his LEGO zine on an electric typewriter. I actually have very little experience with typewriters. My father was something of a gadget hound, so I've basically always had computers. Like, I think school and like my grandparents' houses may have been where I saw typewriters, kind of thing. Alright, brick separator out. And we start with 9 copies of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then friction pins. So how's everyone doing today? I have been looking forward to building this for a while. It is a very nice looking set. It's a good third color to go with a scheme of orange and black dark gray. I would actually go with orange, black, and dark gray. I think that would probably look pretty good. Like, there's orange, there's dark gray, and there's black. I mean, that's pretty nice. I guess it depends on whether you want another bright color or you want another dark color. I think that has come up, I saw, yes. Flipping tired waiting for a pizza order to arrive for dinner. Pizza. I want some pizza. Alright, 13L bars. Beams. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 6, 7. 8. And 9. Alright. I like that it has a pile of them. Just a casual pile. Alright, there's 1. There's 2. So I'm down to 2 videos processing on YouTube, and in fact, I haven't checked in a couple hours, but I did open up a case with YouTube to see if there's a problem with them, because I think they've been processing for over a day now. Yeah, they're still processing, so there's definitely an issue with those 2. So those are the last 2. We'll see what YouTube says about them. I have been able to free up enough space on Twitch to make highlights of the Suikoden stream from Monday. So we are going to go ahead and get those, start posting probably on Monday, just to give me time to go through it and get everything posted and stuff like that. Apparently there's an AI program that converts pictures into Ghibli-style stills. Yeah, burn it with fire. That is, like, they I think that's a Sam Altman thing. And I think they're doing it specifically because Miyazaki is extremely critical of AI art, as he should be. So it's very much like a rich person's FU to one of the creative geniuses of our lifetime. And I kind of feel like everyone should say FU to them. You know? Screw that crap. Well, I mean, like, the thing is like, the art style isn't even Miyazaki, it's the artists at Ghibli. And there are multiple different artists at Ghibli who have different styles. But basically, so, like, these people want the results without the effort. They don't understand that in a lot of cases, especially for art, the effort is part of it. Like, it's a big part of it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, I've seen people hire. I've heard of people who hire people to build Lego sets for them and stuff like that. And that to me is like, why? Why would you do that? Like, the building is part of the fun. You know, or selling the completed model rather than parting it out and stuff. Just why? Wouldn't download a pot, would you? Well, I mean, like, so, all right, to clarify, they want the completed thing without the effort, and they want to take credit for creating it. Like, there's like, Sam Altman and other people like that, they're wealthy enough that they could just go hire people to make the things, but they don't want to wait that long, and they want to take credit for it. Hire people to build Lego sets for them? What's next? Hiring someone to play a video game for you? Watch a movie for you? I mean, Seelan, there are people who have done the former of that. Elon Musk. I mean, really, the key is to claim the work as your own. Like they want to be seen as the creator of something, but not to actually learn what it takes to make it. Yes, you did. You were thinking of this Florian Gatsby guy that makes pottery on YouTube with regards to the effort of making art? Oh, is he pretty great? I mean, I will say this about that Ghibli AI thing. I'm very glad that the first I heard about it was people on my feeds complaining about it rather than people on my feeds sharing it. So I have curated my my following well. Nice to chill to? That's excellent. Like, seriously, some of these people need to watch and actually understand Star Trek. There we go. Alright, so we got those 9 arms. Put those aside as a pile. Now we're making 9 other sections. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alright. They understand Star Trek, they just want to emulate the Romulans. What do you mean the Ferengi are supposed to be a parody? They seem to have the best ideas. Or the Cardassians, yeah. I mean, we know Alex Kurtzman has never actually understood any of the Star Trek that he's watched. Alright, there is an extra camshaft piece. Not a Cam Clark shaft piece. So yeah, I'm very glad that I have not actually seen any of the output of that that Ghibli AI thing. Because, screw that crap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's 9. Alright. There is an extra one here, so there could be 10. I'm not sure if he does. I mean, unless there's some, like, manga or something. But at the same time, he's ancillary to the main thrust of the story. You can't always eliminate all villains. Sometimes there aren't happy endings. It's one of the reasons why I think that Breath of Fire 4 is actually, like, the best story of the of the bunch. Sight at the side of the space station in the last Abrams Star Trek movie just doesn't feel like Star Trek, and someone is trying to say, see, Star Trek can make moon-sized structures too. Well, I haven't seen that. I saw the first one, and I was like, eh. Let's see, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Oops. It goes that way, and that way. I think the bigger problem with modern Star Trek is that so much of it is like, space fighters are popular, so let's do space fighters in our non-space fighter science fiction setting. Keep putting this in the wrong way. To be fair, Deep Space Nine isn't Federation. A lot of the Federation star bases are pretty smooth aesthetically, and many of them are quite large. Mind you, some of that is because they made they reused a model with something that is of a smaller scale. So, like the starbase from what is it? It's one of the movies where they basically have to steal the Enterprise, and I don't remember exactly which movie that one was. But so that's using the Enterprise A, and the model for the Enterprise A is the exact same size as the model of the Enterprise D when they reused that in Star Trek The Next Generation, even though the Enterprise D is considerably larger. So it causes a little bit of an issue. Basically, they took the exact, the idea is that the Federation took the exact same design and just scaled it up. Search for Spock. Thank you. They aren't giant transparent spheres. That's fair. I have not seen it, so I don't know what it looks like. I think that the aesthetics on New Trek is just generally bad, because, like, if you look at Next Generation and the original series, obviously they're TV shows, and they're TV shows of their era. They needed a lot of fixed lighting and stuff like that. But they're bright environments. And that is very much the kind of place that you would work. Like, go look at an office building. They're bright places. You know, there's a lot of light so that you can see what you're doing and what's going on and stuff like that. But then they make all of the new shows with moody lighting. And it just does not look like a place that you would want to, you'd really want to work. Poor neglected Enterprise C. So much lens flare and everything. So, okay, I don't know about the Abrams movies. Again, I have not seen them, but the new TV shows like Discovery and Picard, everything is moody and dark. And you would not want to work in any of these environments. It's way too dark. Lots of orange and blue lighting, yeah. Okay, and that is the last of these. What's next? Okay, double stack of these. Okay, but that needs a 3L axle with stop. I haven't seen them just because I don't have Paramount Plus, so. Why am I getting a text message right now? Do I care about you? No, I do not. Ow. Hate it when you push so hard and it flips on you. Sometimes you hate being given food because you feel obligated to eat it and not waste it. Yeah. Especially when it's someone like a parent or sibling or something like that, and it's like, or you're on a diet or something like that, and it's like I'm trying to do a specific thing here, and I don't want this. I appreciate it, but I don't want this. Hate it when your Lego gets twisted. You should really be careful about that. Really should. It is always interesting starting a model like this, and like, given how many of these we're making, I figure that this is for the arms, the keys, the keyboard portion. But I have no idea how this is all going to work together and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting. Howdy, Bahamut. How's it going? It goes. It goes. Well, it's better than it not going. As I have said many times. Found something adorable at the store and took pictures? Nice. Okay, and then we get the rubber bits on here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. You told Artie this was a 60-piece set and I was almost done? Why would you lie like that? It's terrible. So mean. Alright, let's see. So, we are doing 9 of these next parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we get half bushings. Would be a tiny typewriter, yeah. Be a very tiny typewriter. Would probably be an adorable typewriter, though. Couple of slopes and some decals can be done. Yeah, yeah. Wouldn't be semi-functioning. Wouldn't be able to move the paper through. Although that would be interesting. Make a typewriter out of 60 pieces that could actually move a small sheet of paper. Like, you'd have to cut it down, but it actually does move a small sheet of paper through. It'd be an interesting challenge. Okay, so there's that. Now, these... So we're going to need the black 9L beams. There we go. And 9. Okay, now these... Actually, let's go ahead and do both of these at the same time. There we go. Make sure that those are set up properly. Yeah, they are. There we go. So these are going to be free swinging arms. They'll be swingers. There we go. And finally... There we go. All right. Now we do 9 of these, and that is there. All right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. All right. Post pictures to Discord. I will have to take a look. All right. Cute artwork on cereal boxes. Ah, excellent. Cute artwork on breakfast soup. Yeah, someone mentioned breakfast soup. Ooh, yeah. That's important stuff. Does your body good. All right, let's see. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right. Howdy, little bunny. How's it going? All right. Slide that through. Red Hyena subscribed to Tier 1 for 19 months. Thank you very much. You heard that Tom Hanks collects typewriters? Now you know what to get him for his birthday? Ah, yeah? If he doesn't already have this. Okay, so there's that one. And Sylviatha subscribed with Prime for 6 months. Thank you very much as well. How are you doing? A head of breakfast soup sounds pretty awesome. Just give me some milk, too. Everything's better with breakfast soup. Do you know what they call breakfast soup that surrounds your castle? Yeah, wait, I'll give you a chance to guess. Breakfast soup that surrounds your castle. That would be moat meal. Yeah, I slay me. One day there will be a set worthy for Cornflake's guy to inhabit. Oh, we've already found a place worthy for him to inhabit. And that is my table here. Moat meal ain't soup. It's a whole moat full of breakfast soup. Great for keeping the enemies away and feeding the troops. Okay, it really wouldn't be great for feeding the troops, but that's besides the point. Alright, there we go. 9 of those. Okay. Only 2 of these next ones. Alright. Only 2 of these next parts. There we go. You know what it's called when you donate to a public radio? And you get a reward full of breakfast soup? That's tote meal. Yep. Don't go flying, please. There we go. All right. Need that on there. There we go. So 2 of those. Oatmeal is breakfast soup. It is a type of breakfast soup. All right, only 1 of these. All right. So 2 of these. What do you call the next meal? Don't meal? Nope. Nope, that's not what you call it. I don't know where you got that from. That's just silly talk. You know what it's called when you've had the greatest breakfast soup you'll ever have? That's goat meal. Oh, I slay me. I slay me. Wouldn't oatmeal be more of a breakfast stew? No. No, it's a soup. Some soups are thick. Alright, there we go. Got that one. Alright, another one. We have a red one of these rather than a yellow one of these. Basically doing the same thing as the ones with the yellow. There we go. Double stack of the black half beans. Another 4L axle. Okay, but we have the tooth element here. And a rubbery bit there. Cornflakes are the one truth in the world. The one truth that you can rely on. Breakfast soup. Breakfast soup will never betray you. And Atreyu likes it too. Alright, and there's that one. Alright, So that is going to be bag number 1. Oh boy. Okay, so black friction pin, blue frictionless half pin, gray half bushing, and black 1L beam as spare parts. You're highly skeptical of this big grain shill? Well, don't worry, I'm not a vegan vampire, a vegan zombie. I'm not out there looking for grains. Am I enjoying playing the Suikoden remaster? Oh, yeah. It's a combat system I actually understand. Woohoo! Should hopefully be able to finish your Chocobo in the next day or so. Oh, awesome. I look forward to seeing that. Well, a vegan vampire would be sucking all the juice out of fruits, like Bunnicula. Bunnicula, the most adorable vampire. Yes, please do, Sylviatha. I loved the Bunnicula books when I was a kid. Big, big fan. Alright, we need 4 1x2s. 3 and 4. And then sand green 1x1s with axle holes. It was the book series. That's what Bunnicula is. What are you talking about? What are you referring to? Did they make it into a TV show or something? Alright, then we have gray ones here. And a black 1x8 tile there. Okay. So here we go with the, well, 4. One, two, three, 4. There might be an extra one. Probably in case it gets broken. So these are the longest axles they make. You can see that it's already kind of like they're not straight. They have a tendency to warp a little bit, but they usually don't matter. They are not strong enough to do any kind of actual like power transfer like normal axles are. They are not strong enough for that. The longest ones that they make, whoop, I didn't mean to bump that, whoop. Longest ones that they make otherwise are 12L, I believe. I don't think they have anything between 12 and 32. Kind of wonder what the D&D stats would be on a Bunnicula. Well, you don't have to worry about it too much. It's not going to harm you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look at how much they've flexed. Get that on there. They may not be made of quite the same plastic as the others. That is correct. They'd only be a problem for carrot farmers. I mean, they'd be a problem for vegetable farmers in general. I feel like sliding this all the way down these is not the best of ideas. This feels... Let's do it this way. There we go. Alright, flush there. And we want the 1L beam down there. And then we need a... Yeah, one of these. Right there. Well, it's not... Bunnicula isn't a... Bunnicula is a single individual. Oh, great. I am surprised that they did it this way, and they did not use multiple axles. I'm really surprised that they did not use multiple axles here. There we go. All right, 1x3 beam. 3L beam. There we go. Then we get the one with teal. Slide that down, and another 1L beam there. You had fun in CK2 today. Had to reclaim a kingdom that an emperor gave to someone other than you. That was not funfair. Alright, next up we do get one of the yellow ones. And that goes here. By the way, Bahamut, there is going to be some new old CK2 content for you coming onto the VODs channel in the future. It might be a little while. I don't know. I will probably only be putting up one old episode a day until it's all up, rather than do a whole lot. Okay, there we go, and then... half bushing here. Okay, then we get one of the orange ones. There we go. Okay, and another 1x5 half beam. Okay, these do feel like they're getting easier to do now, at least. Alright, next up. Alright. Set that aside briefly. 1x4 with a 1x1 axle brick. Scottish treachery afoot? What do you mean? I don't actually remember. So it was two a series. We did 4 or 5 years ago. Streamed for a few months each. One was when the Holy Fury expansion came out, and I think we did some of the we did a couple of the Shattered World achievements. And then there was a thing where they were doing Monarch's Journey. You had some goals to complete for certain specific individuals. Oh, did it? Oh, I meant to keep an eye on that and monitor that. Sorry about that. Get that on there. Leaving that gap there. So it was Monarch's Journeys and Holy Fury related stuff. And I don't think that ever made it onto YouTube. I'm gonna double check before I put it on the VODs channel. Go. Alright, get that on there. Okay, 2 1x4 plates. Alright, that's it. And then we get one of these red ones. Which way is that? It goes this way. And that is onto the third one. There we go. And a 1L beam right there. Okay. Okay, another yellow one. That is on the second one. 1L beam right there. And a 1x3. Right in there. And a half bushing. This is definitely a very complex design. This is one of those things where, like, I'm not good at Technic, and I am very much, like, look at this and am like, how the heck did anyone design this? There's a reason I'm not a LEGO designer. Alright, that goes there, and then we get the 5L half beam. Okay, and that one there, and then we get another red one. Imagine doing all this and then realizing that you messed up and got one of these in the wrong place, like backwards or something. That would be a pain in the butt. This one might also stay together a very long time, considering what is going into making it. Considering what is going into making it. Another half bushing there. All right. It is very complex. Very complex. What did I do? I just did that, and then okay, another orange one. Right there, and a 5L half beam. Okay, next up, just a single 1x1 axle brick. And 1x6. 1x3. We wanted to go here. And another 1x2 tile there. Okay, two 1x2 plates, or 1x4 plates. And two 1x2 corner plates here. And here. So this, when it's done, it's going to be like this. Like this is the back, and this is the bottom. Picked up two big things of starbursts. Candy. I want candy. A lot of reverse engineering went into it. I would be like, I really want to know how many of these they broke when testing out various different builds for this. There we go. Next up, another yellow one. Another 1L beam and 1x3 half beam. You have enough to share? Gimme. I actually do not eat much candy these days. I love candy, but it is one of those things that I can more easily resist buying. Like, I cannot resist eating it, but I can resist buying it, so... Howdy, Kinshire, how's it going? Oh, and we need the orange one on here. There we go. Okay, another red one. Actually, red, white, and blue. Just realizing. So that goes on here. One by 3 beam and 1x1 beam right there. Why resist candy? Because I need to like cut back on sugar intake and stuff like that. Doctor has said. go. Okay, this one then again goes on the bottom. And another 1x5 half beam. Dreary weather today. It is going to be up to 80 tomorrow. I am not looking forward to how warm it's going to be during my Spelljammer game. It is going to be kinda gross. Kinda gross. Alright, another 1x1 here. And 1x4. 1x3. 40's a new 30 anyway, don't you know? There we go. Alright, next up, a pair of 1x4s. It's kind of amazing, though, how, like, people really do not look as old as a previous generation these days. It's probably partly because there's so much less cigarette smoke around. That is probably a big part of it. Let's do a Logan's Run stream. I could always do some movie watching streams on Discord. Although I would probably do MST3K. Less booze and nicotine. I don't know that the booze is doing too much, but certainly cigarette smoke, nicotine, air pollution in general, and other sorts of pollutants. You didn't know that typewriter ribbons were made from cotton, silk, velvet, and nylon? Okay, another orange one. And a 5L half beam. You meant no one over 30 partakes in the stream? It'd be kind of hard for me to actually stream it, then. Like, how would I stream it? More people using sunscreen, too, yeah. I don't actually use sunscreen, I just don't go out. That's a solution to me, for me. Okay, right in there. There we go, and another 3L half beam. Ah, that's okay. I mean, learning something new is always fun. I mean, I don't think I saw Logan's Run until I was into my 30s, so... That was most definitely not a childhood film for me. Alright. Set that aside for the moment. On the underside. Flip it over. Okay, and then 1x2 axle brick, and a 1x2. There we go. Learned to type on a manual typewriter back when backspace literally moved you back a space and you had to slip a whiteout card in between the paper and letter striker to delete the mistake. Yeah, my dad was a gadget hound, so we had computers growing up in my house. Although learn to type is a not sure that I would actually say that's what I learned to do. Howdy, Shield of Hope. How's it going? No, I mean, it's like, I mean, I was just lucky. I was just lucky. I mean, electronic typewriters were pretty neat in that you could actually erase the mistake because it didn't print it right away. I was a watch my hands person. I'm not a poke and peck, but I am a watch my hands person. Okay. 2x2 corner plate here and here. There we go. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss adding some of these arms. There we go. Another yellow one. I mean, I was never the worst typist, but I was never good. There we go. Alright, next up, another orange one. There we go. And 1x5 half beam. Backspace is your most common key used. Well, you tend to learn not to make mistakes, or to make fewer mistakes, when mistakes are so much harder to deal with. Okay. Old is the king of the phrase, mistakes were made. No, I picked that up from someone else who's a kinger of it. Stay standing up here, piece. There we go. All right. 1x1 Technic brick in there, and then another 1x4, 1x3 plate, black 1x1. Having to retype an entire letter because you missed an error and can't go back to fix it really makes you focus on accuracy? Yeah. And a 1x2 tile. I mean, there's a lot of people who collect typewriters these days. There we go. And 2x2 corner plate. There we go. Alright. Last of the red ones. That goes there. Another 1L beam there. Okay, now we get the red tooth one here. And that goes right there. There we go. Finally, the last of these two that goes there. We get a double stack of... You're not sharing, Kinshir? Oh, terrible. There we go. Alright, next up. 1L beam there. We get the final arm, which has the green, and then we get on these two 3x3 corner half beams. Learn to teleport, dragon. Wow, rude. So rude. Okay. Set that down here for the moment. So we'll get the end frame done here. Okay, and then gray ones. Wonder why it alternates with gray and sand green. I mean, the gray is on the inside, but I don't know if that indicates anything, like, for mechanical. The sand green on the outside matches up with the sand green on the axles. It snowed quite a bit in Buffalo while you were there. Even walked the falls in the snow. Man, I'm jealous. I want snow. It's gonna be 80 degrees tomorrow here. It's disgusting. Not happy. Okay. And this slots on there. Ooh, that is sticking out a little bit more than I would like. Which probably means that this is tighter than it should be, but we'll figure something out. This is sand green. Okay. 1x3 plates. Alright, on this side, black, dark gray, and black. Okay, I missed a pair of 1x2 tiles. There. And there. Alright. Yeah, so these are the keys. These are the key arms. Some of them appear tighter than others. Because, like, this one won't stay up. This one will. That one will not. So, yeah, some of them are tighter than others. Probably because this is a little bit narrower than it should be. But we're going to have to wait a bit to fix that. Alright, spare parts. Sand green 1x1 plate and a... this is kind of a metallic dark gray 1L beam. Put in an application on an apartment that is built in a converted cathedral in Buffalo. Wow. If you get it, they said you can expect 95 inches of snow per year. Yeah. That lake effect snow. That lake effect snow. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Alright. Bag number 3. Shift key. Alright, I'm not even going to open that just yet. Is it really a beam if it's less than half the size of a person? What? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and a 32. Just realized the Star Wars tag is still there from last week. Oh, yep, so it is. I forgot to remove that. Let me go ahead and get rid of that. There we go. It's gone now. Redundancy unseen since Eiffel's Tower. I don't know about that. Alright, so shift key. Get that right on in the center. Shift lock. And another shift key. At least you're somewhat used to it. Bestie Sis has never seen real snow. Oh boy. Hopefully she enjoys it. Telling me this isn't a Star Wars typewriter? I do like that they've used these on other things for, like, they used these letter tiles for the Titanic. What are we looking at then that? Yeah, all right. I should get these on at the same time. Just easier. You'd move to someplace that doesn't have snow, but then you'd have to deal with snakes? You really don't have to deal with snakes. Like, there are snakes around here, but you don't have to deal with snakes around here. I have seen snakes in this area, like, 3 times in my life, and one of those times was, caught in some, like, chicken wire around plants that someone had. It was already dead at that point. It does depend on how rural you are, yes. But even then, you oftentimes don't... Like, there obviously are going to be places where you might have to deal with snakes, yes. Like, I'm not saying nowhere do you have to deal with snakes. But there's a lot of places where you don't have to deal with snakes. Like, you could go to New York. You could go to LA, San Francisco, Washington State. Probably most of that. New York does not have a whole lot of snow. I mean, it does have more snow than here. I mean, there's rattlesnakes around here. My father was running on the towpath at the C&O Canal, and one rattled at him. But, I mean, the rattle is a warning. It's telling you to get away, so you can get away. I meant New York City. Sorry, when I said New York, I meant New York City. Supposedly you have some rattlesnakes in the region, never seen one? You're right. I mean, they don't have much reason to come near people. No extra axle pins. Interesting. Alright, next up, let's go ahead and put these on. Let's start with the Q. There's Q. Actually, what would be easiest? Probably any of them, really. W. E. Let's move these up here a bit. And I'll straighten them out when we're done. Actually, yes, this is the best one to start with because these are the annoying ones. R. Oop. So the reason why these up here are annoying is because they're half beams, and basically the pin has to go through 2 pieces rather than 1 piece to get to the bottom, and it's a little annoying. T. Are there any T's? Are there any T's? There's a T. There's the Y. U. There's U. There's I. O. And P. Do we have any P's? Do we have any P's? We have a P. Okay. Shift lock. Let's get shift lock over here. There's A. Howdy, Artemis Prime. How's it going? Upstairs in your office because Vig made fun of your glove collection in the car today? I mean, all the better to challenge him to a duel. There's S. Also, can go either way. D. F. G. There's the G. Watched a video on how the old printing presses worked, and that there's still a printing press in operation. Oh yeah, there's still a few in various places, I'm sure. It is interesting but laborious work, that is for sure. That's J. Best letter in the alphabet. K. Worst letter in the alphabet, and you can tell my sister I said so. And then L. Where's L? There's L. And finally, backspace. There we go. Backspace. K is worthless in Wordle. Alright. A shift key here. Z. Vigan, you ran presses in your youth? Nice. There's X. How much do you love M dashes and Y? There's C. I love M and N dashes. All right, V. B. N. M. Question mark. Colon. And finally, another shift key. There we go. All right. Are they all straight? pretty good. Alright. No carriage return. No, apparently not. Because I think you have to hit the thing up here. Okay. So let's set that aside for the moment and pull out bag number 4. Oh, that's not good. Accidentally knocked off my my scale. There we go. There we go, and finally the tiny bag. There we go. Alright. Ooh, wow, that one went far. Alright. So we have some coral pink 1x1s in here for some reason. Okay, starting out with a 16... Or is that a 15? Probably 15. 15L beam. And a 2L beam with axle hole. And an 8L axle with stop. There we go. And 6 1x1s. Neat. Not sure if I have one of those. There's quite a few Technic pieces that I do not have. That is for sure. Okay, there we go, and a 1x6 on the bottom. Alright, 1x6 brick. 1x3, 1x2. Slope. Another slope. Sand green 1x1 with axle hole. 2 1x2s. Another slope. Okay, so that is a 1x1. Sand green 1x1 with axle hole and 2 more 1x1 plates. And a 1x1, 1x2 plate on top. There we go. And 2 beige axle pins. There we go. Connect this in right there. There we go. Okay, so flip this over, push this in here, and a 3L axle Kind of surprised that they don't do a regular 3L axle in sand green, or they didn't mold that in sand green, honestly. There we go. Okay, now we're going to make the other side. L axle with stop. Is that it, as in like a paint stripper? Or ink stripper or something like that? Is that what that's called or something? Ink stripping? There we go. Well, that's what kids are for, though, not a rogue AI. Get the kids to do the dirty work. Stripping had to do with film layout? They made that illegal? I mean, you know, Florida's trying to bring it back. We cracked down on immigrants. Now no one wants to do the crappy jobs anymore. I know. Let's make kids do them rather than go to school. It's a great idea. There we go. And that is going to go in the same way. Okay, that is a little bit tight right now. There we go. All right. Push that in. There we go. There we go. All right. Now, the brown 3L axle. There we go. Okay. Next up, on the back. That in there, and yeah, all right. I see. Okay, this goes in there. Tried Chronicles of My Star last night. If anyone wants to pick up the game and join you so you don't get curb stomped the first boss in the game. There we go. There we go. Alright. now, looking at what? Here, alright. One by two here. 1 by 6. Right there. Space for 3 studs. There we go. 1 by 6. 1 by 1. 3 more spaces. And 1 by 6 and 1 by 1. Alright, there we go. Ouch. Just bumped my elbow. I hate that. Okay. It has been a very long time since I have played that. I did actually play that in, well, one of the two, because there's 2 games in that, I believe. Played one of them at an actual arcade. Never was much of an arcade person, but that got me out a couple times. I wasn't quite there, luckily. That would have hurt even more. Alright, so there's one of those. I'm very glad that it was not that. Because that hurts. Oops. Goes that way. Shadow over my star and Tower of Doom. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know if I played both of them. I think I've played only one of them. But I'm not sure which. There was really... So part of it, I think, was that there really was not that many close to me. Okay. So I think we're going to be doing the space bar now. Let's see, 2 by 3 in the middle, and another 2 by 6. Well, I couldn't tell you where there's one of those around here either. Bonus Dad gave you a roll of quarters at Sunny's while you waited for the pizza, and that's how you got hooked with Mortal Kombat? You need enough acid to cause it to not regenerate. That is up to the Dungeon Master, how much that is. Mortal Kombat was how Vig and you met? Aww, that's adorable. Yeah, that game is very much a multiplayer game. I don't know how well it works single player. I also enjoyed that there was the non D&D game from Capcom called what was it, King of Dragons, I think it was, where it was like, it's basically those games, but we didn't have the license for it. It works painfully in single player. Correct amount of acid to keep a troll from regenerating is inversely proportional to the GM's desire to have the troll a recurring theme. Something like that, yeah. Okay. Apparently, I do need to have it that way, which is annoying. Jeez, have it outside of the frame? That's just silly talk. Okay. Trying the cereal you picked up today, and the grain is overpowering the other flavors? Oh. Yeah, try it with, like, I mean, they're designed to be eaten with milk, so... Oh, there's actually stickers in this. I did not realize. I may put them on, but I'm not going to put them on right now. Having the ads announce themselves is kind of odd. Well, it's doing it for you, and it's not doing it for me. I'm actually going to snooze them a little bit. I don't know why it's not doing them for me. It's very weird that it is not doing it for me. It's supposed to do it for me. They don't want you snoozing them? Well, that's true. They don't, but also, oh, well, nods, sand green. I knew you'd appreciate that, Mad Martin. All right, so flip it over, and we have 1x10s here. I'm gonna snooze these for a bit. I have limited amount of snoozing power. So, right, but so the thing is like, I've popped out the chat box, and I am seeing what viewers should see, and I think that might actually be the problem. It might be the fact that I've popped it out that might be the problem. I don't know. Like, I've popped it out and closed out the main stream on the computer it's on, so, yeah. And there we go. All right. Snoozed up for a bit. Unlimited snoozing power and not a good advertisement for yourself? I don't have unlimited snoozing power. I only have 3 snoozes. I can only snooze 3 times. You don't see the alerts either, but then again, you're subbed, so ads don't affect you. Well, you're not seeing it because you're not a mod. Lel Bunny has seen it because she's a mod. It was happening on Monday, yes. It should have been, at least. I'm not sure if I should turn it on for everyone yet. Like, I haven't decided that. Alright, there we go. That's fine. Mods are more, like... I mean, I don't have so many people that it's an issue, so... I should probably get some more mods, though. I don't know. I pay enough attention to chat. I'm not usually in such a situation that I can't deal with something. There we go. Get those on there. One by 4 tiles here and here. Technically, Vig is a mod in your Twitch stream, but he doesn't do anything. I mean, on a small stream, really, mods are more for a just in case. Like, if I stepped away, you know, that kind of thing. Okay. So that is going to go right there. Yes. Alright, spare parts, 1 by 1 plates in black and coral pink, and 1 by 1 quarter cylinder tile in black. Okay. So we are going to do one more bag, and I think that will wrap us up for tonight on the typewriter itself. I do not have a whole lot of these panel pieces. I don't know what I'd use them for outside of a Technic set. You tell him to make you a drink and he makes you a drink. That's very nice. That is important to have. One of the streams you watch frequently has 4,000 to 6,000 viewers. You really need mods for that? Yes. Yeah. And you probably need multiple, like, you need multiple ones just because not every mod is going to be at every stream. And, you know, they might be stepping away, and you can just have so many potential things happening at any given time. Probably even, like, a stream of that size, you probably need slow mode on automatically, you know, just as a given. Ooh, Daggerfall. You mod on another channel, the community there makes it easy, though. Most you have to do is swat a bot or two. Yeah. I mean, that's basically all I have to do. I time out rude people every once in a rare while, but that's about it. Not even, like, people who are... Like, it's almost always people who are not regulars. I don't think I've ever had to time out a regular. Not even as a joke. Is this the most technical build you've ever done? It's not the most technical build I've ever done, no. It is probably the most technical build I've done on stream. Because I haven't done a whole lot of Technic. I don't like modern Technic that much. I mean, like, I don't, like, dislike it. It's just, most of it is just, It's just, kind of thing, so. Most times you have to kick bots, but there's sometimes some dinguses, yeah. There's always some dinguses. Stream long enough and you'll get a dingus. Why even join a stream with 6,000 folks chatting? Well, it's not as, like, chances are you're not going to have 6,000 folks chatting. Like, right now, I got 27 viewers. How many names have you seen in chat right now? Like, I think we're seeing, like, 9, 10 people chatting right now. Stretch that out to 6,000, and you're still talking about, like, I mean, it's 2,000, sure, but if you put on slow mode, and it might actually be even more like there's, you know, the more the more viewers there are, the fewer comments you're getting. Why are you getting toilet seat ads? I don't know. Ads haven't started yet, so... Maybe they think you need a new throne. You always wonder about chats with so many viewers? Where chat is flying by like the Matrix, what's the point? Yeah, I mean, turning on slow mode makes a big difference in such a situation. But yeah, I wouldn't want that many chatters, honestly. I'll take that many viewers. That would be a lot of extra ad revenue. So the reason, for those who might be wondering, the reason why I turned on the automatic ad breaks, which we got one coming up in about 6 minutes, is that it disables pre-rolls, and pre-rolls are one of the things that causes the most people to bounce, like pop in and pop out, if they get pre-rolls. So I have turned off, like, I've done this to turn off pre-rolls, so more people might hang around and actually watch. That's the hope. It'll probably mean slightly more money. I make very little off the ads on Twitch anyway, but still, you know, a couple more cents here and there does add up. Does mean I could buy another Lego set once. But yeah, that's the main thing on that front. Okay, let's put that here. So it's disabling the pre-rolls is the main thing. 3 minutes of ads an hour to fully disable pre-rolls? Yes, and that's what I've done. So every hour, 3 minutes of ads, which I'm going to try to like not build for 3 minutes when the ads are running, so that anyone who is getting them won't miss anything. I missed it last time. I just need to get used to it. I don't know what I'm going to do for the Spelljammer game. I may just kind of like let it go and ignore it. Three minutes an hour isn't that horrible? Yeah, no, it really isn't. It really isn't. Like, it really wants me to do something else. It wants me to do, like, 3 minutes every 20 minutes or something like that. which is just ridiculous. It's gonna be a no from me. And especially if I'm, like, you know, for a multi-hour stream, that's a good time to be like, okay, ads are running, even though, you know, gonna get up and get something to eat or drink, even if he does continue what he's doing. So, yep, 3 minutes. I mean, I might, like, try to do some other things. Like, I've got some small sets that I could build. Like, I could have, like, an ongoing build where if an ad is running, I pull out something else. Problem is like, where do I put it? They do want you to do as many ads as TV, yeah, pretty much. I mean, like, ideally, they want you to do tons and tons of ads. More than TV, in fact. Like, they'd be happy if it was just, like, an ad every 10 minutes kind of thing. You've had to stop watching streamers who do 3 minutes of ads every 15 minutes? Oh my god, that is... Yeah, no, I would turn on... Like, if I could... If I was really big, ads would actually make a lot of money, but at the same time, I'd be like... If I got, like, 1,000 subscribers, I would be seriously looking at, can I just turn off ads? Yeah, I mean, the ads is why I've turned this on, so that there aren't any pre-rolls. I'm sure I've lost a lot of viewers bouncing because pre-rolls ran. And this is the only way to turn them off. Like, I tried doing the, just run the ads for a bit, but right at the start. But that only works for the first hour of a stream. More ads equal more Lego. There is that. There is that. At the same time, my viewership is small enough that typical ad revenue is like in the cents range. Like, let me go see if I can, if they have numbers for Monday. Where do I have? I have a tab for this somewhere. There. Don't do that. Alright. Where do I have a thing? I should probably close some of these tabs out, because I don't know that I need them. Alright, Oh, that is way out of date. Alright. Monday. Alright, Monday... Yeah, 37 cents of ads, 46 cents of Turbo, which I think is basically Turbo allows you to watch ad-free. So, yeah, 37 cents. That was Monday. That was with, like, 6 ad breaks. It's not much. Like, you really do need to be big. Like, I'm in a Discord community for actual, like, streamers and content creators and stuff like that, and, some of them talking about the amount of money they make from ad revenue, and I'm like, oh, you must be big. Turbo is ad-free, and you think the streamer gets more of it, too? I mean, just looking at the numbers there, yeah, because that is what was that again? 37 cents from ads, 46 cents from Turbo. I don't know how many people have Turbo watching, but yeah, so certainly on Monday I made more from Turbo. There we go. You do? I appreciate it. I do. Like the same thing for on YouTube as well. You get more from the YouTube. What are they calling it these days? YouTube Premium or whatever? I don't even remember what the thing is. You get more per view from them than you do from the ad revenue that they're skipping. So your sub, no idea how much you get from that. So a sub is even more. Yeah, a sub is even more than that. Again, like I can't break it down, but well, I can kind of break it down. Let's see. Okay. So far, this is for basically the last 30 days. Okay, so for the last 30 days, $3.94 from ads, $3.53 from Turbo. So there's that. Paid subs, Prime subs, and gifted subs are all, and cheering. All of those are an order of magnitude greater. An order of magnitude greater. Like, it's not even comparable. So like I would I would just turn off ads if I could, but I think Bezos makes a lot more off of that than he pays, so to be fair, it does sound like Wells wasn't with the other VAs. Being together is very rare in American dubbing, Lel Bunny. Happy to sub. Plan on keeping it for a long time. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I do try to make a stream that is worth subbing to. Because that is a lot better revenue for me, too. Got an ad that said, "Let's Texas," and you said, "Nope." What if you missed a word there, Mad Martin, and it's like, "Let's not go to Texas," or you missed a couple words or something, you know? Now you're saying that you want to. Thought that was more of a recent thing? Pretty sure that was still going on. That was going on in the 80s. Can't get that on there. 2L Axle. I appreciate that as well, Bahamut. I don't want anyone to feel like they need to. Like, I mean, obviously if you can't swing it. Totally understandable. Yeah, some of it is coordinating schedules because a lot of voice actors and, like, they have other work that they're doing as well. And also, it's a lot harder to individually, do audio leveling on everyone if they're all together. Like, If they're all together, you can't individually bring up one person's voice and lower someone else, kind of thing. Bonus of subbing is knowing the vast store of vids you have on YouTube, so it's like back pay. Yep, and I have no plans on ever making any of the content like paywalled or anything like that. Like, there are ways to do that, and I do not want to do that. Like, the only thing I would ever do paywalled kind of thing would be, like, a video interview or, you know, like, non-game content, non-LP content that's, like, a bonus, just a pure bonus. That said, I am kind of, like, I should look at, like, the early thing, because that's different, you know. Allowing sub-viewers to see something a day or two early. I don't know how it really works, so I'm reluctant to try it too much. But I would never have members only for gameplay stuff. You know, like, I could do something like a monthly or yearly QA, and that could be for, like, Patreon or subscribers or something like that, you know, and that's okay. Because that's a different kind of content. But it also requires effort to make. That's what the Aldi fans is for, anyways. I have joked with someone before about setting one of those up and using like setting up like Green Dragon dioramas in, you know, like have the Green Dragon getting out of the bathtub. He stopped doing conventions last year. Yeah, he's getting up there. He is getting up there. You'd subscribe to that, but your partner, she would have questions. I would specifically label it as parody. I have no idea what we're making right here. Originally, OnlyFans was meant to be just about fan stuff, right? But because they allow not safe for work stuff, and a lot of other places don't, it kind of became their bread and butter. Understandably so. I mean, those people need a place to go. She'd see the credit card bill and go, "What? What the heck? You need to have things thrown." No, honey, look, it's parody, it's okay. It's okay. And then you get the death glare. Would that be considered catfishing or green dragoning? Probably green dragoning. We'll go with that. Should put your Bahamut and Tiamat up there. Alright, we'll get another one on here. Okay, and then a pair of blue ones. Oh. Helps if they are oriented in the way that I'm trying to put these on. There we go. 3L axle. You do not approve of that. Let's see. Yeah, that fits in there. And then... You're a tasteful dragon and OnlyFans are not tasteful? It can be. There we go. Get that on there, and now even more. Okay, these are frictionless double pins. Alright, get that. And make sure that's even. There we go. Alright. T-Mat has the brains of the pair, which isn't saying much. Ooh. 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 Are you going to take that, Bahamut? Get in there. There we go. Pair of 6L axles. Hey, Vicastry was right. You did get mega flared. See, that's how you know Bahamut cares. When he mega flares. A mega flare is how you know he cares. Random suggestion, if when I do FF12, do the Zodiac 8, that's basically the only version you can do now unless you do the old version, so... I actually don't like them, but I have kind of consigned myself to realizing that that is how you basically play it. Like, unless I broke out my original version and emulated it, which I'm just going to play the PC Steam version. You have been accepted into the tribe, yep. Alright, let's see. There's that, 1x2s with top technicals. See, that's how I know that Bahamut really does truly care about Kuja, because he keeps mega flaring him. Let's see, there's a 1L beam. It's okay, Bahamut. I understand. I understand. You can't admit it. Can't admit it. Hated that at some point everyone basically became the same. Why you like FF4 so much? They, like, people still serve different purposes and stuff like that, and it does mean that it is easier to just use the people you like. One of the reasons why I don't like the those job boards is that there's always going to be something that is going to, well, A, you're going to have, like, okay, you know, person 1, these 2 classes work really well together. 2, these classes work really well together. 3, these work really well together. 4, these work really well together. They're okay. Number 5. And then 6 is like, it's whatever's left over. That's part of my problem with it. Yeah, but then you're missing out on abilities and stuff like that. Like, not all of the boards are created equal. I mean, again, I'm going to play that version. It's just not my favorite version. I believe Gao's job class was Gao. That's what his job class was. You think FF2 has the most versatility? Swords and Flintstone gifts. And no, Vic, not the SNES FF2. Hey, someone else who actually likes FF2? High five. See, I like Pinello. I don't care about Van. Van's not a great protagonist. Pinello is fine as a support character. Okay, get that in there. So, right, that's the problem with Van is that he is the protagonist, but he's also not the protagonist. He's supposed to be the character that the player identifies with the most, but he doesn't work as that very well, and also you don't need that in such a game. There we go. Yeah, Eiko should have been a red mage, or like she should have been something else. I mean, other than a white mage. Absolutely. And like I would actually say that she should have had. They should have gone back to the Final Fantasy III summon style, and had like all the same summons, but they do different things for the two different characters. Like one is all support, one is all damage for summons. He gives you more of a he's a narrator because he was also there vibe. Yeah. Yeah. There is, like that too. But it's just not necessary. That's the problem. Like, that works for a book where you're getting, like, inner thoughts, like, someone is commenting on what's going on and stuff like that. It's not really necessary in a game when you're not getting the character's thoughts on things. Alright, there we go. Okay, interesting. So these go in here. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright, and we are getting an extra 1x1 red bushing here. There might be a paper feed? I don't know. I mean, like, push on the keys and it's moving this. So I think it's going to do... I think there's going to be a fake arms or something like that. Like, I think that's going to be kind of how it works. I don't know. But I think we're going to stop there for tonight. We have more of the back base to do. Go ahead and put that there. But that is going to wait until next Friday. Still very cool so far. Yeah, where's the home run? There. Oh. We're missing a key in there. That's the home row. Keyboard is too small. Well, no, it's okay. Like, it's actually not too bad. The keys are actually too high in some ways, really. Like, there's too much verticality there, but, you know, it's okay. All right, Mad Martin, have a good rest of your night. Thank you very much for coming on out. So we will see where things go with that next time. But before we wrap up, we got minifigs to do. As is tradition. All right. So let's go ahead and get that. Hold on a second. Put that there. There we go. All right, D20. Okay, that is an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. There is 8. Now let's go ahead and start the prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Alright, so 9 for Vigistry Isovan. That is going to be Tiger Lady. 6 for Bahamut. That would be Brundlefly. 5 for Nadarogai. That would be the Plant Man. 11 for Abcody. That would be the skeletal costume, which I don't know that there's any more of those in there. Let me see what I get. 16 for me. That would be the Spider Lady. A depressed Leonin cashier. And guessing starts with a Minotaur writing implements through History Museum owner. 16 for Artemis. That is also the Spider Vampire Lady. She's really a Spider Vampire Lady. She's got fangs. All right, let's go ahead and get my timer ready. Sealand also got a 16. All right. So another one for the Spider Lady. 15 for Abcody. That would be the... I think they call him Brickfoot or Squarefoot. One of the two. Not rather than Bigfoot. I think that's the official name. But get your predictions in. Goth Spider Sorceress. Nah, she's a vampire. The fact that she's white, that's part of it. That's part of why she's a vampire. I'd have to go look at the official names. It's harder with these. You have faith in the under 20? Could be. We got a few seconds remaining. Get your predictions in if you haven't yet. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? And... predictions are closed. And of course my phone goes to sleep. Alright. Here we go. And... go. What do we got? What do we got? Something large-ish. What is that? What is that? Okay. 15.81. I believe that we have the Spectre. Speaking of summons, FF12 summons were a bust for you. I kind of like them. Giving us something different. And tying it back to Final Fantasy Tactics. That is the Spectre. Let me go ahead and mark that down so I don't forget. That is our fourth one. That was 15.81. So choose the outcome within 20 seconds. Complete the prediction. And who's getting the hams? Red Hyena, Bahamut, Kinshir, and Vigistry getting all the hams. Very nice. Abcody, Isovan, and Lord Canis going for 20 to 50. Shield of Hope going for 50 to 60. And Lel Bunny going for no. Easy hams, indeed. All right. There we go. Let's get his cloth cloak shroud thingy on. His glow-in-the-dark head. I don't think we've given it enough light to glow in the dark. And the very cool kind of ghostly base. Yes, so 12 summons do fight for you for a time. Like, I think it's both timed and hit point based. They can be great for, like, a fight that you're not prepared for. Alright, so there is our Spectre chained. Go ahead and zoom in on him once again. Put that there. And zoom on in. Alright. There it is. There's my controls. There we go. So the only thing I don't like about this figure is that the torso isn't printed. They would print it these days, which is good. That is the one thing that I don't like about it. Okay. So I did get that marked down. So next up, we have the Lego Movie. All right. Let's get a D12. I don't know that there's 20 of any of these columns. All right, so that's a 5. So we're going there again. That is a 2. So 1 and 2. Everything is indeed awesome with Lego. Alright, let's go ahead and start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Get your predictions in. Let me go ahead and roll for myself. That is a 7, so that is Scribble Cop. Let's see, who did we get? 16 for Isovan and Vigistry. That would be the Mermaid. 3 for Seelan. That would be President Business. I did see and enjoy the Lego Movie. I finally did see it. Let's see, 11 for Bahamut. That is the Robot Secretary. 7 for Artemis. That is the Scribble Cop again. 2 for Ab Cody, also President Business. 16 for Not a Rogue AI, also the Mermaid. He's an office specter. He's come equipped with the chains for his desk. A sad Leonin barkeep. A Minotaur dictation typist. Alright, get your predictions in. Ooh, I see that I have an alert on my Lego Discord. So, no pictures yet, but there is going to be coming in May, apparently, mid-May, the Ides of May, a 747 with space shuttle Lego model. I am super excited. Big fan of that. I am a big fan of that. Let's see. Anything that I care about? No. Okay, I'm not really seeing anything that no new pictures. So, nothing that I'm really caring about. Yeah. I'll go over those later, but nothing jumping out at me. Alright. You think you want that? Are you also a big fan of the space shuttle on 747? I loved that when I was a kid. Loved that. All right, ready to go. Timer. The predictions are closed and go. I'll definitely post a picture as soon as we get one. All right. Yes. Okay. 7.8. We have President Business. I felt his cup. Let me just make sure that there's no one else with a cup. No. All right. Yes. I need to get the Concorde too. That is also on my list. All right, that is indeed President Business with a 7.8. Yeah, that was nice and fast. Nice and fast. It is great when you feel a unique piece. The cup. No one else has one. Alright, choose the outcome. That was within 20 seconds. Complete the prediction. And who is getting the hams? Bahamut and Kinshir getting all the hams. Very nice. Red Hyena, Abcody, Lord Canis, Isov, and Vigistry going for 20 to 50. Shield of Hope going for 50 to 60. And Lel Bunny going for no. Wonder what my fastest time ever was? It was around 4 or 5 seconds. It was around 4 or 5 seconds. You doubted me. You hang your head in shame. Yeah, President Business is angry that you doubted me. Let's get a zoom in on him. Great angry face. He's got an Octan mug, which is great. And a good suit. Good suit torso. No, no back printing, no leg printing. I think I had like 2 seconds on some of the Santa Claus or Pepper Girls ones simply because I got so many of them. I may have, but those weren't official because I dumped them. I didn't do them. I didn't complete them. Like I didn't open them. All right. So that is a President Business, which does have a good good businessman torso. All right, and now for the final one of the night. This is, of course, a bit different. All right, that's D6. 5, 6, 7. I need a D8 as well. There we go. All right. That is a 3, so we're going to the top. D8. Also a 3, so 1, 2, 3. Now I don't need a D8 for the top anymore. Okay. Let's get that D12 out. Start a new prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig box? Get your predictions in. I think there was a Lego brick guy that was basically a Lego brick. You got it in like 1 second. May have. I don't know. All right. Not a rogue AI. 8. That would be the Boogeyman. 8 for Bahamut as well. Sealand's wife rolled a 3. That would be the Jetpack Racer. 9 for Vigistry. That would be Cupid. 7 for Artemis. That would be the Longboarder. That would be the last Longboarder. 10 for Isovan, that would be the Pirate Quartermaster with her cockatoo. A Leonin Joker, and a Minotaur Typewriter Ribbon Maker. Yes, he makes the most handcrafted of typewriter ribbons. From the ribbon region of France, of course. Okay, and I will roll a die when the predictions are closed. Get your predictions in! So we have gotten, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we've actually gotten 6, so I should probably move to the bottom register now. Next week, I guess. Because there's usually 6 on the top and bottom. Alright, 20 seconds remaining. What will we get inside the box? Can I guess it correctly? I got my my scanner ready to verify. But I will make a guess, then I will roll the die, and then we will weigh it. Oh, I should actually get onto the weights. That would probably be a good thing. Probably be wise. There we go. There we go. Okay, predictions are closed. Okay, so first I'm going to roll the die, then I will make the, just to get the die roll out of there, and that is 11. So that is the cat owner. Let's see. Is the finest handcrafted ribbons from the ribbon region of France. Alright, my guess is the cat. My guess is the cat owner. Let's see what the scale says. 17.46. Okay, so 17.47 and 17.49 for the cat owner and the steampunk inventor, who appears to have the his hat on the turned around wrong on in this image. So I'm going to say that it is in fact the cat owner. All right, so all three are confirming that it is the crazy cat lover. Crazy cat lover. All right. Didn't get your prediction in on time? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, if you weren't going to guess for guess, then you saved some hams. So it's my guess, yes. Guess is always first. If guess is correct, I do the die roll to get it out of the way, but I should probably do it differently so that I should roll it afterwards so that I can re-roll if it's the same thing. All right, choose the outcome. Yes with guess. Complete that prediction. Who is getting the hams? Bahamut and Red Hyena getting all of the hams. Very nice. Shield of Hope going for yes with die roll. Sealan and Ice Oven going for yes with weight. And Vigistry and Lel Bunny going for no. Having no confidence in me. It's terrible. Turn that off. Cats do like to walk on keyboards, that's true. Alright, let's make him happy. Because he's got a kitty. Actually, you know what? I'm not sure what we gave him last time. Let's give him the worried face. Alright, let's go ahead and zoom in on him again. Alright, there we go. So a little bit of worried face. He's got some scratches on his cheek. His pants are covered in fur. He's got a ball of yarn for the kitty. And the kitty looks very proud of himself, as he should, because he scratched his owner. It is an adorable, fluffy kitty as well. Very, very cute. Very proud of himself that he scratched his owner. This is a very, very cute minifig. I really do like that one. And getting a new kitty design is also nice. Alright, so that is our second crazy cat owner. So next week we'll move to the bottom register. It's crazy cat owner, not lady. It's crazy cat owner because it's a guy. It's not a lady, but it is crazy cat person. Yeah. Well, it might be crazy cat person rather than owner. Now that I think about it, I don't know. One of the two. But that is going to be where we wrap it up. Diamond Worm is on. All right, we'll go ahead and raid him. So, let's get that going. Give me just a second to set that up. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get that raid going. We will be back tomorrow for some more Spelljammer. We'll be back on Monday for some more Suikoden 1 Remaster. We'll be back on Wednesday for some more Lego building. And we will be back on next Friday to finish up the typewriter. So, I want to thank you guys for coming on out, and I shall see you next time. See you then, everyone.